Okay, so in this video we're going to look at more concept. So more concept is a high yield question in an exam for chemistry paper 2 as well as science paper 2. So I have this question which is saying 4.00 grams of impure iron 3 oxide reacted with 600 centimeters cubic of 0.1 mole per deciliter cubic of sulfuric acid. Then construct the balanced. So the question is saying balanced chemical equation for this reaction or for the reaction. Then state symbols are not required. So you have to understand to say state symbols are not required, so don't include them. Apart from this one, you have to write a balanced chemical equation. So those things you have to understand them. So it is 2 marks. So if you include state symbols, they are going to give you 1 mark. So what do we have? We have iron 3 oxide. So this is a 2 from oxygen, then a 3 from iron, then plus sulfuric acid. Okay, then what are we going to have? We're going to have iron 3 sulfate. Okay, then plus H2O. So balancing this one, I'm going to put a 3 here, even here a 3. So that here we're going to have 6 hydrogen, even here 6 hydrogen. The oxygen here we're going to have 15. Even here the oxygen we're going to have 15 because this is 3. 1 multiplied by 3, that is 3. Then 3 multiplied by 4, that is 12. 12 plus 3, that is 15. So it is balanced. Do not include the state symbols. Then for question B, it is saying calculate Roman number 1, the mass of pure hydroxide. So they are talking about iron 3 oxide, now the pure one that reacted with the acid. So for us to calculate that one, we are going to use the mole ratio. So we are using the mole ratio of the reactants. So the reactants are these: iron 3 oxide as well as sulfuric acid. So in terms of the ratio is 1 to 3, where 1 is coming from here, and then 3 is for sulfuric acid. So this is for iron 3 oxide, then this is for hydrochloric acid. So that is one thing that you need to know. Now for us to work out that one, we have to calculate the number of moles of sulfuric acid. So what do we have? We have the volume, which is 600 centimeters cubic, but this one, it has to be in this meter cubed. Then here I need to divide by 1000 if I want to convert that one into decimeter cubed. Then I'm going to get 0.6 decimeter cubed. So this is going to be now our volume. For the molarity or the concentration, we have 0.1 moles per deciliter or per decimeter cubed. So we know to say that molarity is equal to the number of moles divided by the volume. So number of moles is very easy to find. Just multiply molarity multiplied by volume. So molarity is 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed. Then multiply by the volume, which is 0.6 decimeter cubed. Then when I multiply, I'm going to get 0.06 moles. So this is the number of moles now for sulfuric acid. So from there now we can compare. How? We're going to say 1 mole of iron 3 oxide is reacted to 3 moles of sulfuric acid. Okay? Then apart from that one, here we don't know. It is X. Remember, we're calculating the mass of the pure oxide. So X we don't know. But what about here? Here we have calculated the number of moles of sulfuric acid, which is 0.06. So here I can just do the math. So the value of X is going to be equal to 0.06 and then divided by 3. Then the value of X here is going to be 0.02 moles. Okay, so this is the number of moles of now of pure oxide. So how are we going to calculate now the mass? So to calculate the mass, we have to find first the molarity of iron 3 oxide. So we know to say that iron 3 oxide, we have 2 atoms of iron, then 3 atoms of oxygen. So it is 2 multiplied by the mass number of iron, which is 56, then plus 3 atoms of oxygen multiplied by the mass number, which is 16. Then I'm going to get 160 grams per mole. So this is the mass, the molar mass. So you and I will know to say that number of moles is equal to mass divided by the molar mass. So calculating the mass is very easy. We just have to multiply the number of moles multiplied by the molar mass. Alright, so number of moles multiplied by the molar mass. Then here, the number of moles is 0.02 moles, then multiplied by the molar mass, which is what? 160 grams per mole. Then when I multiply here, I'm going to get 3.2 grams. So this is going to be the final answer. For the second one, it is saying we have to calculate the percentage purity of iron 3 oxide, assuming that the impurities did not react with the acid. So what is the formula? So percentage purity is going to be equal to the mass of the pure substance, okay, then divided by the mass of the impure substance, then multiplied by 100%. So we know to say that the mass of the pure substance we have calculated, which is 3.2 grams. Then the mass of the impure substance, which is iron 3 oxide, we were given in this question, which is 4.00 grams. So we have 4.00 grams, then multiplied by 100%. So when I do the computation, I'm going to get 80.0%. So this is going to be our final answer. Thank you very much for watching, and remember to subscribe for more videos like this.